Like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at, well, one of cricket's closest calls, really. Just picture it. England, at the Oval. Needing only 35 runs to win. 6 wickets in hand, chasing 374 in a test match. You'd think, from pretty much anywhere you were watching, that victory was, almost guaranteed.
Oh, absolutely. For anyone who follows cricket, that scenario just screams job done for England. The odds completely stacked in their favor.
Right.
So the idea that a team could lose from that position, it's the kind of thing people talk about for years. A real shocker.
And yet that's exactly what happened. It just defied logic. A sure thing turned into this absolutely unforgettable defeat. India somehow scraped home by just 6 runs.
6 runs. Their narrowest test win ever.
Exactly. And it leveled the series 2-2. So our mission today is to dig into the sources, figure out how on earth that turnaround happened, what were the key moments, who stood up. Okay, let's set the scene first. Before it all went wrong for England, they looked completely in control. It's tea time, day 5. They're 317 for 4. And that was largely down to this fantastic partnership, wasn't it? 195 runs between Joe Root, who got 105, and Harry Brook with 111. Surely they thought they had it in the bag.
What's just incredible about that moment, that 317 for 4 scoreline, is how utterly dominant England seemed. That partnership wasn't just solid, it was, monumental.
Right.
Root and Brook had basically taken the game away from India, you'd think, that target of 374. It looked like a walk in the park almost. So the collapse that followed, it's more than just stats, isn't it? It really speaks volumes about pressure in sport. How even when you look completely unbeatable, things can unravel.
Yeah, a subtle shift maybe. A bit of pressure from the opposition.
Exactly. Relentless pressure, and suddenly that dominant mindset starts to wobble.
Which brings us to that period after tea. England needs just those 35 runs. 6 wickets still there. Seems straightforward. But then India turns to its pace bowlers. We're talking Mohammad Siraj, Krishna, Akashdeep. And the impact was, instant. Wickets started tumbling fast.
That was the gamble, wasn't it? Bringing that pace trio back on. And boy, did it pay off. Krishna gets tongue, I think it was, with a really sharp Yorker.
Crucial wicket.
Absolutely. And then Siraj just follows up. So clinical. Gets Jamie Smith, then Jamie Overton. Bang! Bang! The speed of it was just, breathtaking.
You can almost imagine the silence falling over the crowd, can't you? As those wickets just kept falling. England go from 301 for 3, looking comfortable.
Presumably in control.
To suddenly 339 for 6. That's the start of it. And it keeps going. Down to 367 for 9.
Wow.
And we should probably mention India's decision not to use the heavy roller before play resumed. Bit of a tactical choice.
Oh, definitely. That wasn't just skipping a routine task. It was smart. Thinking about the pitch, maybe keeping a bit of life in it, a bit of movement under the lights.
Right. Playing to their strengths.
Exactly. A subtle thing, maybe, but it could have given their pacers just that little bit extra they needed. A tiny advantage that became huge.
So let's bring it back to that finish. Just unbelievable. India win by 6 runs, hold on to the Anderson Tendulkar Trophy because the series ends 2-2.
An historic win.
And Mohammad Siraj, what a performance. 5 for 104. Incredible figures in that context. And Krishna chipped in with 3 vital wickets too.
Absolutely key contributions. But, you have to give credit to England too, right to the end. Gus Atkinson.
Yeah, battling injury.
Exactly. Showing real composure under immense pressure. And Chris Wokes, too. That was something else. A really gutsy, emotional effort, even batting left-handed for a bit.
He did, didn't he? Just trying to hang in there, fighting the injury, the situation. It was quite something to see.
Proper determination, even when it was slipping away.
But even with all that courage from Atkinson and Wokes, India just, they held their nerve better, didn't they?
Seems like it.
And it had to be Siraj again at the end, finding Atkinson's edge. A slog, maybe desperation setting in, and that was it. Sealed by sheer mental strength, perhaps.
It really makes you think about Test cricket, those tiny margins, and the psychology of it all. When momentum shifts like that,
It's powerful.
hugely, the timing of those wickets for India was just perfect. Not just the number of wickets, but when they fell. It broke England's rhythm, their confidence.
Yeah.
And while Siraj was definitely the hero for India, you can't forget Root and Brook either. That brilliant partnership. It should have been enough.
It really highlights both sides of the coin, doesn't it? In what was, let's be honest, a classic Test series.
Absolutely. A final day that delivered everything you could ask for. A truly clutch performance when it mattered most. History made.
So thinking about how incredibly close that match was, so many points where it could have gone either way. What does it tell you about that mental strength needed? Not just to play well, but to actually hold it together when everything's on the line.
Yeah.
It really makes you appreciate those fine margins, the power of just sticking in there, doesn't it? Makes you wonder,